All right, what's up, y'all? It's my second video. I'm getting more comfortable on the camera, shit like that. But I'm just jump straight into it. So, the title of this video is to treat life like a video game. What I mean by that, I don't mean treat this shit like it's Grand Theft Auto. Go out trying to, you know, set it off, goddamn, blow up buildings, rob banks, all that type of shit. Nah, this you only get one chance at this shit. You don't get no motherfucking respawn. But what I mean by that is live life with the same attitude that you would in a video game. You know, within the parameters of society and the law, all that type of shit, right? So what I mean, so treating life like a video game. The way I look at that is, in life, you got to look at life, and what I really mean is look at life like a video game. So you got to realize that in this life shit, and I use a video game because I know a lot of us, we younger, we grew up on the games and shit like that. But like I was saying, in this life shit, I realized that it's like levels, right? It's certain requirements you got to do to reach another level. That's what we learned in the fucking simplest game, in the Pac-Man or whatever type of games you grew up playing. We always knew that, all right, you got to hit certain requirements until you reach this level. I feel like now we got to the point where we feel like we can skip levels, right? And there's no real cheat code in life, because even if you do find a cheat code or a finesse, you find a scam, a hustle, whatever the fuck, it always come back to bite you in the end. So it's better you just recognize the levels and you respect the levels. That's the main thing. I feel like everybody know that there's levels to life, but I feel like not everybody. I feel like everybody know there's levels to life, but a lot of people try to cheat that system and try to, we go about it the wrong way. So, you got to know, all right, there's certain requirements that I have to hit before I can really achieve, before I can make it to the next level. You don't get to level 100 on day one. You don't get from level 1 to level 100 on day one. You go from level 1 all the way through 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 100. You got to beat every level, right? So in life, we got to realize, all right, I may be at the bottom right now, but the more I work, the more that I put in the time, the more that I grind. All right, boom, I can hit this level, right? And I feel like a lot of people get overwhelmed by that, because we know, all right, say everybody, everybody want $1 million, you want $1 billion, whatever the fuck you want, right? This fancy car, you want your dream car, whatever. We get overwhelmed, and some people don't try. So what I say is, you got to recognize, all right, I know that it's gonna take this level, and you got to be content with the fact when you playing the game, you love the thrill and the adrenaline and the chase of getting to that level. So in life, you got to have the same attitude. You got to know, all right, you saving money or whatever. You can't look at it like, damn, man, I can, like, when you playing a game, you don't look at it like, all right, I'm on level 5. I'm gonna just go cop out. I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna go play the other game. Some niggas do that shit. I wouldn't do that. So you got to look at it like, all right, you on level 5 of life, so you got X amount of money saved for your dream car. Don't fuck around and fuck your money off. No, you got to say, all right, this is part of the journey. This is part of the chase. I'm gonna stay down until I can reach this goal, until I can get what I really want. Right? And you just gotta fall in love with the journey, because that's the most fun part of it anyway. I remember playing Grand Theft Auto when I was younger. I'm playing this shit. I'm having fun, and then you younger, you realize, oh, I can put in cheat codes. I can get the unlimited guns. I can get the unlimited XYZ, and it's fun for the moment. But it's like after a while, you lose the thrill of it. You lose the fun in it, because the fun is literally in the journey of trying to get these things, and that's the same thing in life. If you try to cheat your way or fake your way into something, you're not going to enjoy it as much as if you really would have worked hard for it and you really went through every step of the journey, right? And you can tell that when I talk to a lot of people, I can realize, all right, this person, he may have the same thing that I have, or he may have something that I wanted, but the way that he went about it, he didn't really earn it. Which nobody gives a fuck at the end of the day. Whatever you get, whatever you achieve for. But with me personally, it's like you can tell the type of cloth that somebody is cut by the things that you relate to, by the thing. If somebody tells you, all right, I went through this experience just like you, all right, we went through the same thing. You're able to empathize, and you're able to understand the genuine value of a person, as opposed to when somebody fakes they win or something. You try to fake like you like this type of music. You try to fake like you like this, and in the end, you get exposed. You know what I'm saying? It's only a matter of time, but that's neither here nor there. So, like I said, treat life like a video game. And in a video game, you don't never. I bet you never, you playing whatever game you play, you never say, "Oh nah, I can't get this. It's too expensive. I can't get these clothes. I can't get these cart. No, you go do it, and you understand what I'm saying. You operate. I feel like with a video game, of course, we know this is not real life. We know it's different parameters, it's different principles and shit. But that's why I say treat it like it's a video game. This shit not a game at all. But I just gotta make that clear. So, like I was saying, when you go buy all these things, you're not operating from a mindset of scarcity. You operate from a mindset of abundance. You realize, oh, I can get more money. I can get X, Y, Z. You can have as many cars. You can do whatever. So in life, you have to realize, all right, I may be here right now. This is not the end goal. This is not. You can literally wake up any day and you can make something happen. You don't have to, you know, you don't have to just sit around and stand on the same level. You have to understand that there's different levels, and it's also for lack of better words, it's checks and balances for everything. So if you want this, you have to get this. You want to, you know, even in the game, you wanna go get a boat or whatever the fuck, get the fuck however that shit go. You wanna do a heist, you have to go through the process of recruiting people. You have to go through the process of, you understand, planning it. You have to go through all this type of things. So in your everyday life, you have to realize, all right, before I can get to this, I have to make out a plan. I have to stick to that plan. You have to go and get the things you really need. You have to prioritize your needs. In a video game, you have to prioritize your needs. So in life, you have to prioritize the things that you need to hit the next level. Of course, you can fuck off. You can play around. You do whatever. But at the end of the day, you have to make sure that you doing what you have to do what you want to do. If you understand what I'm saying. So all in all, I would say definitely just operate. In closing, I want to say just operate from a mindset of abundance and not scarcity. Don't ever think, um, I'm not, I can't have this X amount of money. I can't have this amount of whatever you want, clothes, whatever it is. You know, just never let yourself get trapped in that mindset. Always treat life like, all right, if I fuck up this, I can always start over. It's never too late to start over, and it's never too late to reinvent yourself. And that's probably going to be my next topic. So, um, if you listen to me up to this point, I appreciate you. I just like talking about shit that I relate to, things that I'm going through currently. So if you can relate, leave a comment, or, you know, yeah, leave a comment. I'll hit you back. And I just like sharing these type of thoughts and rambling. So I appreciate you for listening.